Welcome back to our channel. If you are new here, I'm Katie.
I'm Steph.
Little Theo is back there somewhere.
Getting a good free ride.
Yeah, and we are a married couple from Vancouver, Canada, and today we are in Yoho National Park. We are very excited to be back in the Kootenay region of BC. We've been here once before, and we've only done a quick little stop in Yoho National Park on our last trip here, so we're excited to explore more of it this time.
Yeah, we're staying in Golden, and we came up for the day, and we've got a few spots on our itinerary today. The weather's beautiful. It's actually quite warm. It's warmer than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
so
it is.
We're going to try to stay cool as much as possible.
Yeah.
But no complaints with it being sunny and warm, of course.
No, it's a gorgeous day. So our first stop is Wapta Falls. It's about a 2.4 kilometer hike to the falls. So that's where we're kicking things off, and it should be a really beautiful spot.
Yep. Yoho National Park is located in the Canadian Rockies in eastern British Columbia. Known for its amazing lakes and waterfalls, this scenic region is absolutely worth a visit. A perfect first stop about 30 kilometers from the town of Golden is beautiful Wapta Falls. Less than 5 kilometers round trip, this hike takes you to the biggest waterfall on the Kicking Horse River with multiple lookouts to enjoy the incredible views. After taking in the amazing sights at Wapta Falls, you can continue your drive to the village of Field. Right in the center of Yoho National Park, here you'll find a great visitor center with bathroom facilities and tons of park information. After a stop in Field, you can make your way to Takakkaw Falls. Here you can see the second highest waterfall in all of Canada, and it's only a short walk from the parking lot. The view of the falls is incredible, and even though this stop is a bit of a drive off the main highway, it is absolutely worth it.
Okay, we are at our next stop, and probably the stop we were most excited for, even though we have been here once before. We're at Emerald Lake, and it's just so stunning.
As you can see behind us, it is absolutely beautiful. The color of the water is absolutely magical. We've been here before. It was a lot colder when we were here last time, so it's nice to enjoy this in some warmer weather.
Yeah.
It is later in the day and actually very quiet. So I think that, I don't know, it can be a bit of a gamble leaving this stop till later in the day, but tour buses have left, and it's very quiet along the paths. We've walked in a little bit and haven't seen too many people. So
yeah, I think a lot of people come early in the morning to avoid the crowds, but then the mornings end up being really crowded.
Yeah.
So coming in the late afternoon, early evening, it's actually really thinned out.
Yeah.
And because you can basically drive right up to the lake, the parking lot is right here. It's very accessible. A lot of people just kind of walk up and stay close to where the lodge is and the bridge. But there's also a whole loop trail that goes around the lake. So even if you want to just walk part of it, you can just walk a bit in and find some really quiet spots without people. That's a great tip if you're coming to get some photos. So that's what we've done, and we've just walked in a little bit, and there's no one around, so it's perfect.
Yeah. Yay. Theo's enjoying it. Everyone's enjoying the view. Our last stop of the day, and somewhere that you can't miss, is beautiful Emerald Lake. Probably the most well-known spot in all of Yoho National Park, this glacial lake offers some unbelievable views and is truly stunning at all times of year. Whether you walk the entire loop trail around the water, or just take a stroll up to the lodge, Be sure to spend some time here soaking it all in.
Okay, that was such a nice day. I'm so glad we came back to the national park here. I would say with Yoho National Park, it's a little bit harder to fit a lot into one day just because the stops are spread out and a lot of them are pretty far off the highway. Some of them you have to hike in a bit as well. So you'll definitely need more time or you'll just know that you can't hit up as many stops in one day. So yeah, spread it out over a couple of days.
Yeah, especially if you want to do some longer hikes. There are definitely longer ones, more challenging ones. There is a ton of elevation, as you probably saw with all the mountain shots that we took. So there's lots of hikes that go up, and but there's also kind of something for everyone.
Definitely.
As well.
Yeah. So I would say if you can only do one thing, definitely do Emerald Lake if you're driving through this area. It's so beautiful and it is much quieter than Lake Louise and some of the other like famous lakes in this area that you've probably heard of. And if you have time for a couple more things, I would say those other 2 waterfalls that we did today. Yep. So those 3 would kind of be my top 3 recommendations.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for following along and coming to Yoho National Park with us and Theo.
Yes.
Make sure you're subscribed so you catch all of our content, and we'll see you really soon.
Yeah, thanks so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Theo, say bye.
Theo, say bye.